Industry skills, practical knowledge, real-world impact. This is Simple Gyan.
Can one ordinary 25-kilogram bag of bleaching powder theoretically disinfect more water than an Olympic-sized swimming pool? Surprisingly, yes. A quality bag containing 34% available chlorine provides 8.5 kilograms of chlorine-equivalent oxidizing power. At a theoretical dose of 2 milligrams per liter, it could treat approximately 4.25 million liters of water, about 1.7 Olympic-sized pools. Actual consumption will be higher if the water contains mud, ammonia, or organic matter. But how does a factory trap toxic chlorine gas inside an apparently ordinary white powder? Bleaching powder is different from household liquid bleach. Liquid bleach normally contains sodium hypochlorite, while stable bleaching powder is chlorinated lime containing approximately 25 to 35% available chlorine. It is commonly represented as CaOCl2. But commercial bleaching powder is actually a mixture of calcium hypochlorite compounds, calcium chloride, residual calcium hydroxide, and moisture. Available chlorine describes its oxidizing strength. Therefore, 34% available chlorine means that 1 kilogram of powder has oxidizing power equivalent to approximately 340 grams of chlorine. Production begins with purified salt water, called brine. Electric current passes through the brine inside an electrolyzer. 2NaCl plus 2H2O leads to Cl, 2 plus H, 2 plus 2, NaOH. This produces chlorine, hydrogen, and sodium hydroxide. The chlorine is cooled, dried, compressed, and sometimes liquefied for storage. Because chlorine is highly toxic, it travels through a completely enclosed system equipped with gas detectors, emergency isolation, and alkaline scrubbers. The second raw material is hydrated lime. Limestone is heated to produce quicklime, CaCO3 to CaO plus CO2. Controlled addition of water then converts quicklime into calcium hydroxide, CaO plus H2O to CaOH, 2 plus heat. The hydrated lime is dried, ground, and screened. Fine, high-purity particles are essential because they provide greater surface area for reaction with chlorine. Inside a rotating chlorination drum, hydrated lime is continuously lifted and showered through dry chlorine gas. The simplified reaction is CaOH, 2 plus Cl2 leads to CaOCl, 2 plus H2O. The reaction releases heat and produces water. Drum speed, chlorine flow, temperature, residence time, and moisture must therefore be precisely controlled. Too much moisture creates sticky lumps. Excessive temperature destroys active chlorine. Poor mixing leaves unreacted lime. The equipment is normally maintained under slight negative pressure, so chlorine moves inward rather than leaking into the workplace. The chlorinated material now enters a vacuum dryer. Vacuum removes reaction water at a lower temperature. This helps protect the heat-sensitive hypochlorite. The powder is then cooled and screened. Correctly sized particles move forward. Oversized lumps are pulverized and returned to the process. The finished material should be dry, white to slightly yellowish white, and free-flowing. Before packing, every batch is tested for available chlorine, moisture, stability, and particle size. Available chlorine is measured by iodometric titration. A common grade 1 product contains at least 34% available chlorine. It has no more than 0.3% moisture, and at least 99.5% of its particles pass through a 1.70 millimeter sieve. The powder is packed in moisture-resistant double-lined HDPE bags because humidity, heat, and sunlight gradually reduce its strength. In water, bleaching powder produces hypochlorous acid and hypochlorite ions, which oxidize microbial proteins and membranes. The same oxidation destroys the color-producing structures in textile and paper molecules. But bleaching powder is a powerful oxidizer. It must never contact acids, ammonia, or combustible materials. Acids can release toxic chlorine gas. From salt and limestone to a powerful disinfectant, the factory's real achievement is converting dangerous chlorine gas into a transportable solid. That is the engineering inside a bleaching powder factory.